13 on Your Side Evening News starts now.
Our coverage of 1 year since the mass shooting at Michigan State University continues now. On February 13th, 2023, a gunman opened fire on campus, killing 3 students and injuring 5 others. Today, flags across our state are lowered to half-staff to honor Alexandria Verner, Ariel Anderson, and Brian Fraser. The university is not holding classes today. Elena Holland is live now in East Lansing with more on what the feeling is like on campus today. Elena.
Well, hi, Juliet. It's certainly not an easy day here on campus. We've seen many students and people who are just supporting and showing Spartan Strong here coming to the Sparty statue, laying flowers. I mean, just look at how many rows of flower bouquets are on this statue. And that's just the base. There's many more up top and notes of encouragement, notes of remembrance here for those 3 lives lost. We saw many people walking around campus today, even as you mentioned, Juliet, as classes were canceled for the day today. But the sidewalks were never fully empty. There were groups of people coming up all throughout the few hours we've been here today, just taking a few moments to remember these 3 people, to think back to a year ago and how so many things have changed since then. One interesting thing we did see, we saw one girl who was walking around today with her emotional support dog. She said she just wanted to be able to give people that tiny bit of comfort on a difficult day like this. Here's what she had to say.
I just wanted to spread a little love, what I could do today. All of my friends graduated last semester, so it's kind of just me and him for now. So I just wanted to bring him around and make some friends. There was like a random girl that hugged me at the statue last year. Like, I don't even know her name to this day, but just talking to her, like, it was really important to me.
And you wanted to be that for somebody else?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we did also speak with students about what they would like to see change going forward from this event 1 year ago, what they would like to see change in the future, and maybe what they would have liked to see change more in the year since. But tonight, it's about remembrance, and there is a formal remembrance happening tonight in just a few hours, and that's also where we find 13 Your Side's Micah Cho, just across the way here on campus. Micah, how do things look where you are?
Elena, it's a pretty empty parking lot. We're right across the street from you at the Sparty statue, but it shouldn't be for too long. This is scheduled to be a place of memorial and remembrance, and there's stations to help people do that. Over here we see a hot chocolate to have people kind of feel safe and warm, but down here I think is the most interesting spot. Our students can kind of gather for permanent memorial feedback station. We scan the QR code, and it looks like MSU is planning a permanent memorial for the February 13th shooting, and they want students' feedback on what that should look like. And as you said earlier, today's filled with a lot of emotions, and we talked to sophomore Sophie Magnan last night about what memorials like tonight mean to people like her.
Last year I was lucky enough to be safe in my dorm room, but I know many other people, some of my friends, did not have the privilege of being that safe. So it's definitely been a different healing process for me, and I know it's different for everyone, but the way I healed the most was through surrounding myself with my family and my friends.
Tonight's memorial is scheduled to start at 7:30. For now, we'll send it back to you live in East Lansing. Mike Cho, 13 on Your Side.
Micah, thank you. And after a year, that phrase Spartan Strong has really taken on a life of its own. You can't go anywhere without seeing one of these shirts just showing that very hopeful phrase. And 13 Your Side's Julie Kaharick spoke with a small business who's one of the creators of those shirts. And they say the phrase itself has taken on a meaning of its own.
Even after a year, you really can't go anywhere in Michigan without seeing a shirt that says Spartan Strong. I spoke with one of the businesses behind those shirts. They say the phrase itself has really taken on a life of its own.
Spartan Strong is strength in numbers. Thousands of people wearing these shirts, spreading strength from one MSU grad to another.
I'm a MSU grad, and when you go to MSU as a student, you're just one of thousands.
1 year ago, Gabe Viscomi and his wife Brittany knew they needed to do something close to the heart.
Most people you walk by on the street and you don't know who they are or what they do or what their background is.
One small business with a big purpose.
when you walk by someone with a Spartan Strong shirt, it's like, oh, we have a connection.
365 days after tragedy, nearly 17,000 shirts sold, and $155,000 raised. 100% of those proceeds going to the Spartan Strong Fund, a way to benefit victims and their families, MSU students, and safety on campus.
Really, really impressive. It's just like how many people wanted to help and contribute.
A mission shared by multiple businesses and countless volunteers.
We had volunteers that donated like 30, 40 hours a week.
Do you feel like the meaning of that phrase has changed or developed at all for you over the past year?
It's still going strong in the sense that, I mean, my gosh, I still feel the sense of community online.
The power that just 2 words and 13 letters can have.
There are certainly people out there that are not looking to do good.
In remembering the lives of 3 students,
There are so many more good ones.
One phrase leaving the Spartan community
stronger than ever and more than a number. The Spartan Strong Fund recently announced that they will be reimbursing people who needed mental health services following the shooting. You can find a link to apply for those on our website. For now, reporting in East Lansing, Julie Koharic, 13 on your side.
And as Julie just mentioned, you can check that link how to apply for that reimbursement on our website. For now, reporting live in East Lansing, Elena Holland, 13 on your side.